Hello friends, how can we register via Facebook in this lesson? I will look into this. So I request you to log in by creating an account on developers.facebook.com. When I write when I write developers.facebook to Google, the result is follows. And when I go to this, if there is an open Facebook account directory, it will connect you through it automatically. I am currently testing. I have a Facebook account creating and my apps is in the upper right corner as follows. I click on my apps, there is an application because I just created it. When we say create app, there are different types here friends. You will choose which one you want for the type of application we will create. Of course, here is detailed information about it and learn more about app types at the bottom. There is an explanation like this. Example, when you collect a consumer, you can see what products can be defined or used here. For example, we will use Facebook login. Since we will do Facebook registration process, you can see the appropriate condition for you and which permission you can get during the usage phase. Of course, you can do this in the line with needs. Friends, keep in mind, I choose consumer is R. When I click continue, it asks me for the application name and I say social media app. Here is the email address to contact and this topic asks if there is an account. It doesn't exist at the moment. When we say create app security process, most of all, I don't understand why you did this. When we click submit, it gives me the same information and warning. Let me check it out, guys. Yes, friends, I tried it from a different browser. When we tried in the same Chrome, it didn't give us anything for the time you will see. Friends, it didn't give a warning, but when we tried in Firefox, it gives us the warning that I am not a robot about. Yes, I choose this, then I choose structures. From here I guess there's no other. Let's click verify. Now when we say submit, I guess it will create at this time. So all I did was straight from a different browser for social media application. Actually it's that simple. Now we came here without much efforts, at least without struggling. Now it's time for our settings. Our aim is to log in via Facebook in general. That's why we are going to choose login here, friends. But if you want, you can choose different application from here according to your needs. That's why I'm coming Facebook login. I click setup here and on the page that will open, it asks me in which application style I will create an application. You can change it according to your application. I choose web because it was web, and here it asks me which they associate with. When we had our project up and running, yes, that's I am taking this URL here, friends. For me, I'll put in here. Let me explain it to you. We could have made a URL like this the day after tomorrow. We had a domain called www.com. You would come and pass this here, friends. But for the time being, we have published our application live, so the address of our application here is, of course, the beginning parts. Friends, the important thing is that I come and get it passed it here like this, friends. After passing this, of course, I also perform a operation so that the transactions are recorded. There are different options here, but there is not of interest to us the moment. That's why I am not going to these details here, guys. I can say that is important for us here. Now I am coming to this here, and when we click here, it asks us to make some settings. For example, what will happen from the setting we will make here. For example, after the verification process, it asks where to direct it. Of course, our starting URL is like this, and it also asks for us the following URL. Is it okay to say sign in? Because I am trying to find something right. I couldn't do this again. So sign in Facebook. Whatever we do, I think it will be very stylish. Frankly, let's come and call it save change France, and let's save this process here as well. After this process, I come to our project. Let's stop our project because we need to add some frameworks. Where do I add it? Of course, when you come to dependencies in the UI layer, I right click, manage Nugget package here. I come to the browse section friends. When I search for Facebook like this, the Microsoft.ASP.Score.Authentication.Facebook application comes up follows. This is how yes, I have already uploaded it. Friends, if you don't have it installed, I recommend you install it. This download is mandatory, not recommended. Excuse me, I made a wrong sentences. Let's include it on our project so that we can do our application at the same time. I also want to check this, friends, I guess if there is a Google, but this is the last stable version. 5.0.2 is now available after selecting 2. Super. I remember this while my friends were doing on other Microsoft training. I had done. Now I come to startup.cs and we will make our settings for startup. I say it would be healthier if I did it here. I write service.its authentication.its Facebook. After saying Facebook, let's define its insights OPT. And then let's define some expression here with curly brackets as follows. Like what's OPT, it asked me for an Apple app ID to see which application I will connect to. I will give it already. I will also give app secret information along with the app ID so you can understand where it came from. Tell me now. It gives an error here, but what is the reason for the error it gives? Let me think about it. You have to do this. Oh, excuse me. Now I'm coming back like this. Now we are going to do here, friends, is to define our app ID and app secret information over the user. Let's come to our dashboard. For example, the app ID given here. And we click settings, basic like this. If our page opens, I would like to show you this in detail. As far as I remember, it was below basic because my internet is a bit slow right now. Sorry guys. Yes, our app ID is here, friends. We will take it and include it in our project so that you can copy it again. Let me him know which application you should talk to. Of course, this was a bit a problem, but whatever. Come this too. Let me enter this information here, friends. Just an hour later, I came back to this. I also passed this, and that's we have complete this process. Let's do it like this. Now I will do it. Our web browser is now Firefox. Let's put iOS Express on its run. Let's see what will happen together with you guys. It's building now. I'm waiting. It's run. Very nice. I'm waiting too. Now let's click sign up using Facebook. We couldn't take an action usage on Facebook, of course not guys, because we did not define an action for them. Let's do it like this. I think we should write href, or should we use the tag helpers? We can do it like this. Actually, we can direct it to do a method call Facebook login by saying ESP action. Similarly, do this. Let's get it like this by saying Google login here, friends. We can perform this operation. I wrote it backwards like this. Okay. It's happened. Okay, let's me finish this lesson here. Now in our next lesson, we're beginning to fill a method of the Facebook login process. See you.